welcome to On the Shelf episode number 34 of
Brutal Battle. Doing the second in at least 3. I don't know, maybe we'll go back and we'll hit that shelf up one more time. Do 6. Oh, I was going to say do 6 more. Do 6 total. 3 more. Who cares? We could do 6 more.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Maybe we will.
We decide what happens on the podcast. But if you have input and you want to I guess not decide what happens on the podcast, but maybe sway us a little bit, you can just email brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com. You can also message us through Instagram, which is
Brutal Battle Podcast.
I'll just get all this out of the way right now. Let's do that, because we usually do this at the end, but you can get back episodes of brutalbattle.com or archive.org just by searching Brutal Battle. We're on Untapped if you want to be our virtual beer buddies.
Ruby Reb 62.
And I'm Carlton Malibu, all one word. Also, please, if you like this episode or any episode, rate us and review us through whatever podcatcher you use. iTunes helps us the most. And spread the word about the podcast. So, there you go. We did all that up front.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to these 2 hopefully tasty beers. I'm more excited for the second one than the first one, but I'm excited for both of them. So, do you want to introduce the second one? I'll introduce the first.
Sure.
Because you were very certain that you wanted the second beer tonight.
Yeah, I just had a hankering for this.
Okay.
I just had a feeling it was going to be good.
So, we're going in tasting order, proper tasting order. So, we're starting with something lighter, hoppy. We recently got Vitamin C Brewing coming to our state from Massachusetts. They're from Weymouth, Massachusetts. And that's Vitamin C as in SEA. And this is one of their hoppy beers. It's called Set Adrift. And it is 6.8% alcohol.
And is this just a straight up IPA?
I think it's a hazy.
Okay. But it's not like a double.
Well, I mean, it's 6.8, so no.
Okay.
That's on the lower end. 16-ounce can. So we've had, I think we've had some vitamin C. We definitely had some vitamin C at some point before, but I don't recall how we felt about it. I think we liked it.
We liked it. We had it when we were at Other Half.
Yes,
We had those guest taps.
That's right.
That's right. Sour, I think we had.
Was it? They had a few of their beers on tap, and I think we did have a hoppy one.
No, this is definitely hazy.
Yeah. It's very yellow.
It's very yellow.
It's like hazy yellow.
Like
it's got
straw or hay. I still don't know the difference. Sorry, Kyle Norman.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle Norman. You explained it to us once.
It didn't. I didn't commit it to memory.
It didn't stick. It just didn't stick. It's got a lot of head. We pour it more agitated because we don't need all that extra carbon dioxide, by the way. But, all right, nose. Smells good.
Yeah.
Ooh, very orange juicy.
Yeah. It's very juicy, very orange. I'm getting a little pineapple.
Yep, that's where I was going next. Orange, pineapple. I'm getting a little clementine, potentially.
Well, there's definitely a sweetness there.
Yeah, there is a little.
There's a tropicality in there, too.
There's like a slight honey sweetness on the nose that's going well with those other notes.
Yeah, it smells good, though.
It does smell good. It's very vibrant, but this is our problem a lot of times with hazy IPAs. They have a big, robust, amazing nose. Then you taste them, and in comparison, the flavor falls flat. So let's see how Vitamin C does it.
I need to go in for another one.
Yeah, my first taste is a little confusing.
It started off really good and then kind of fell flat.
It's very orange juicy. I will say that.
It's very drying.
Yeah, it's very dry. It's got that typical, like, yeastiness that you get with these hazy IPAs. It has more bitterness to it than I was expecting out of it, especially from the nose. But it is very driven by that orange juice that we said we were getting in the smell. It's real orangey, a little bit soapy. It's a little bit soapy tasting.
I'm just getting it's a lot of orange for me.
Yeah.
And then very drying and like a little like...
It's a little cat pee.
Cat pee?
Yeah. You can get that with hoppy
That's
beers.
not good.
I know. It sounds gross, but you can get it with hoppy beers. What
do you think?
I don't love it.
That's kind of how I'm landing.
Hate it. Like, I'm kind of I'm kind of like, I can drink it, but I wouldn't go back for it, you know?
That's probably a fair assessment.
As far as a hazy IPA goes, it doesn't piss me off.
Oh, I think for a hazy IPA, it's better than average.
Yeah, because the average is garbage.
Yeah.
It's like really bad, the average.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any flavor text on this. No, there's not.
Did it say anything about the hops or anything?
Nope. It's just
nothing.
Here's a hoppy beer, people.
Is there a date code on it?
There is. It says no destination on the bottom, and this was bottled or canned at the end of December.
Okay.
December 22nd. So we're getting it not quite two months in the can.
Okay.
So good. Okay.
That's
Do
fresh.
you want to introduce the one you're most excited for?
I will.
And actually, especially after having this first one, the one I'm most excited for.
Okay. This is by Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers, which is also newer to us. They haven't distributed here before, have they?
No, they just started distributing in Maryland at some point late 2022.
Okay.
So yeah, we had been there. So, and when we were there, we at least enjoyed everything we had there. So, and they also had amazing pizza. But, so I was excited when I saw they were coming here because if people don't know Jack's Abbey, they specialize in lagers. Like, that's all they do is lagers. And they have another company, I think it's called like Springfield Barrel House or something like that.
Yes,
that
I don't know. Yeah,
they do other beers with that arm of the company, but Jack's Abbey is just lagers. So that's exciting for us because we are big into lagers now.
Yeah. So this is a collaboration with the Union Square Donuts.
Yes, please.
It's their bourbon barrel aged brownie batter donut framing hammer.
And we have had two of their framing hammers. Oh, go ahead and say the ABV first.
12%.
Ooh.
And this is in a bottle, but it's like an interesting size. And it is 1 pint and 0.9 fluid ounces. It's half a liter. Okay. You don't see that size often.
So framing hammer, the base of it is typically a Baltic porter, which is technically a lager itself. We've had two versions of framing hammer before. When we were up there, we had the vanilla barrel-aged version, which we liked quite a bit. And then we had the Cordon Rouge version, which was brandy barrel-aged with orange peel. And we liked that one less, but we still liked it. Mm-hmm. So let's see how this one goes. I have a feeling that this could be really good because the light body of the beer, because it's a lager, could really let the flavors shine.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Could keep it light but flavorful at the same time.
So it's dark.
Yeah, you can't see through it. I mean, if you handed this to me and you're like, "This is a lager," probably wouldn't think it.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What?"
You'd just be like, "Oh, this is a stout porter, normal, whatever." It's got a lot of head hanging out on top. It's very brown. Oh, that smells good.
Very chocolatey and very malty.
But it also has this kind of charcoal ashy finish on the nose.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It's folding in really well with that kind of dark chocolate smell. Chocolatey. I get a slight vanilla-y note, probably coming from the bourbon barrel. Little slight raisin note because of the higher ABV. I can see that. Very slight though.
It's just so chocolatey to me. I feel like I'm getting milk chocolate and dark chocolate.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting the real straight up bourbon character. The more I sniff it and the deeper I sniff it.
There's a lot going on in the nose.
Yeah, the nose smells really good. It smells like it's probably pretty well balanced too.
I was just going to say that. Oh, you went in.
Huh. It's got sweetness, but it's not too sweet.
Yeah. I like it.
It's pretty good.
It's like you're getting the characteristics of the barrel, but it's not in your face barrel. But it's lighter, but you're getting all the chocolatey flavors.
I'm getting a little of the alcohol burn. But then it kind of goes away. It's kind of I get the immediate thing on my tongue is bourbon. The first thing I taste is bourbon. Then I get that chocolate, nice chocolate with vanilla coming through. and then it like finishes bourbon again, which is like this, chocolatey, caramelly vanilla with a little bit of raisin type smell, flavor.
I could see that. I agree with bourbon up front. And then for me, it's just kind of chocolate the rest of the ride.
The chocolate's coming off to me like cocoa powder. Like that's that level of chocolate.
I like it.
It is good. It is good. It's it tastes a little effervescent though.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Like maybe it's a little overcarbonated.
I don't perceive the ABV to be 12 though.
I do.
I don't.
I really taste that. I do taste the alcohol. There's an alcohol heat to it. I get a little bit of astringency with it. I'm really picking up on it. Am I just a booze hound? Maybe. You're like Prue from Great British Baking Show. Just like the more booze, the better.
If anyone knows that reference.
Yeah. Wonderful show.
We love
Great
that
British
show.
Baking Show. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's always just light and fun. But yeah, I do quite enjoy it.
I really like it.
I think it's very nice. I think with something like a brownie batter barrel-aged beer, it could be too sweet. Mm-hmm. And a lot of breweries would make it too sweet. Restraint is the name of the game with this beer, and it has enough sweetness. It plays its role in there. It helps with balancing flavors out, and it's not too sweet. So
yeah, I agree.
Good beer. Thank you, Jack Sabby. I mean, that's my clear winner.
Oh, yeah.
For the episode.
Definitely. I think it's very clear for both of us.
Oh, did you want to read the flavor text on the back?
I don't know if it's flavor text or if it's just more about the... It's very tiny.
It is tiny.
Framingham is a unique creation that pays homage to our own hometown of Framingham, Massachusetts. This hardworking city that can handle some heavy lifting beer and appreciates good craftsmanship. The Framingham base is perfectly suited for creating a decadent barrel-aged versions every year. Each batch spends a lengthy conditioning period in various casks to create a smooth, chocolatey texture that complements some creative additions. Whenever we team up with the mad donut geniuses at Union Square Donuts, we always come up with something wild. This is no exception. As we started on this collaboration, Union Square Donuts had just released a brownie battered donut, and the light bulb was lit. This Framingham is inspired by their work, so go check them out, www.unionsquaredonuts.com.
Well, if they can deliver to our house in Maryland, I mean...
Oh my gosh, that's one of my biggest weaknesses, donuts.
Yeah. There are some amazing donuts.
I was just swore. I know you don't like to swear on the podcast, but I was like, I almost effing love donuts.
Yeah.
They're so good.
It's fine. I mean, we have the explicit tag on it. So we have the ability to do that. I just don't typically do it. So.
Yeah. I just feel that passionate about donuts.
You feel that passionately about donuts. Got it. I don't know if I can match, like, with passion anything that I love that much. But
yes, you have your own likes.
Oh, yes, I do. That's true. But anyway, good episode. The Set Adrift was fine for a hazy.
Yeah.
This Framingham is quite good.
Yeah.
Going to really enjoy finishing that one off. But thanks, everyone. We don't need to do the stuff at the end because we did it at the beginning. So, yeah, thank you, everyone, for checking this out. Until next time.
Keep it brutal.